Hey guys, so I'm trying something new. My name is Casey, and I live in a very small town in Georgia. And yesterday morning, I was on my Ask FM profile and started answering some questions and doing some videos. And a couple of people asked me to start a YouTube channel. So I decided but I decided to start a YouTube channel. So first off, I'm going to introduce myself a little bit. Like I said, my name is Casey, and I'm 23. And I don't know if that's going to be backwards or not, but we're going to hope it's not. Um, I'm 23, and like I said, I live in a very small town in Georgia. And go dogs, woo! Anyways, I live with my mom, and I know that sounds kind of depressing for a 23-year-old, but I love my mom. She's my best friend, and we get along most of the time really well. So, yeah, let me see. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to tell you my favorite music and hope that you guys don't judge me because of it. So, my favorite band at the moment is One Direction, and they're awesome. And somebody asked me that yesterday, what my favorite music was, and when I said One Direction, they were all like, well, why do you like One Direction? That's weird. You're 23, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to tell you why I like One Direction. When I started listening to them back in 2011, when they hadn't first come out yet, but their first single came out, I think, that year, and I was in a car accident, which was no fun. See if you notice that right there. That beautiful, beautiful scar is from said car accident. I was driving to work and blacked out and hit 3 trees going 60 miles an hour. So, yeah, that hurt. Don't ever do that. I broke both my legs, both my arms, 2 bones in my back, and my pelvis in 2 places, which sucked. I was literally in a hospital bed, like a single bed, for 4 months. 4 months. It sucked. And it took me 4.5 to walk. And so, I mean, imagine being stuck in one place and not being able to move or use the bathroom or shower or anything by yourself. So I got obviously a little depressed. And when I get depressed, music is always kind of my outlet. Music makes me happy. Music, that's my thing. That's what I do. I listen to music all the time. And I was searching online because that was just about the only thing I could do was go online on my computer. So I started just looking at random music, and I found What Makes You Beautiful by One Direction. And like I said, being stuck in a bed for, a very long time, and having five gorgeous guys tell you that, you're beautiful because you don't know you're beautiful. And I mean, to be honest, I felt like the ugliest person in the world at that time. I was horrible. I don't remember the last time I had washed my hair. That's how bad it was. So, I was, obviously very upset, and that kind of made me feel better. So I listened to them a little bit more, and I started watching their videos and like their video diaries and all of their cute little like crazy stuff, and started watching them in interviews, and I fell absolutely in love with them. And so that's they just made me happy. They made me feel young again, because I mean I was 20 at the time, which I wasn't exactly old, but I wasn't young either. So they made me feel like a teenager again. It made me feel like everything was going to be okay, and that, just because I was stuck in one place for that amount of time, I was going to, get up and do new things, and they kind of helped me get the motivation I needed to start healing and start walking again. And let me tell you, the first time I walked was incredible. That was probably the best experience of my entire life, was the first time I took my first steps after my accident. So, yeah. So that's why I like them. I mean, I still love them. Their new album is incredible, and I think that they are lyrical geniuses. Not, okay, maybe not lyrical geniuses, but their lyrics are really good, and their music's really good, and they make me happy. They make me smile. So, and 7-hour live stream was pretty ridiculous. I don't know if I have any directioners or any fans or anything on here, but that live stream was crazy. It was so much fun. I literally sat in front of my computer for 7 hours and watched, or no, it was more than that. It was like 7.5, and watched them just be themselves, which was pretty incredible. Um, and let's see, what else? Um, oh, so I was talking to somebody. I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was a guy or a girl, but because on Ask it's all anonymous, and I had like 100, and not, I wouldn't say 100, but I had a whole bunch of anonymous people coming up and asking me questions, and one of them was about my religion, and then when I when one of them, somebody suggested that I start a YouTube channel, I was like, I don't even know what my first video would be. Well, and then they were like, well, you should just explain yourself and explain who you are, and music and religion and all of that stuff. So that's what I'm doing, because I would never try to push my beliefs on anybody else, but I will explain to you what they are. I was born and raised a Southern Baptist, and when I was little, every Sunday, every Wednesday night, we were always at church. And I mean, always at church. And even on Tuesday nights, because we had this thing called Faith, and where we went out and spread, information, and where it went to people that were sick, and just, kind of just were being Christian-like. And when I turned about 13 or 14, I went through this whole rebellion stage where I stopped going to church completely. Like, I would go every once in a while to see my friends, but the only reason I went was to see my friends. And there was a guy I had a crush on, and you know how that goes. But anyways, I pretty much completely stopped going and ignored everything that I learned and everything I was taught as a Christian, because I was mad. Like, I was mad at God, and I went through a really traumatic time, and things just weren't good for me at the time. So and I continued my rebellious stage until my accident, actually, and that's when I kind of got back into worshiping and thanking God for keeping me alive, because if it weren't for him, I honestly believe, I know that if it weren't for him having his arms around me at the time of my accident, I would no longer be here. So, because I will upload the picture, or a picture of my car, if you guys would so like, to show you exactly how ridiculous my car looked after I hit 3 trees. And you can tell just from the pictures that there's no reason I should be here. So yeah, it was fantastic time. Oh, so I don't know if you guys heard, but apparently one of the Sprouse twins, like, I think it was Dylan, and the only reason I even know who they are is because my brothers used to make me watch Sweet Life of Zack and Cody all the time when I was little, and I mean all of the time. Like, every time an episode came on, no matter how many times we'd seen it, I had to watch it with them. Well, apparently, they're like 21 now, I think, or something, which is ridiculous. I still feel old. Like, I don't see them being 21. I still see them as like the 13 and 14-year-old boys that ran around the hotel being stupid. But they're like 21 now, and apparently Dylan somehow had his man junk, his junk, posted all over the internet. And I haven't seen the pictures because, well, I don't go around looking for children's pornography, and I still see them as children, so we're going to say children pornography. And I mean, not even children pornography. I don't go around the internet looking for nude pictures of guys. I found one once on accident, like completely on accident. I think I was 16 at the time, and it was right after Pete Wentz had somehow posted his pictures, for some reason posted his pictures online, and I was actually sitting in my mom's bedroom with her, on her laptop, and because I've always been obsessed with tattoos. I love tattoos. I have several, and I love tattoos, and we were looking at a couple of his tattoos, and it just happened to be the one that was like way down on his hip area, where kind of leading towards that area. And so, like, there were separate pictures. Like, it was a picture, and every picture like went down a little bit farther on like his body, until all of a sudden it was right there, and I literally screamed and ran out of the room, and my mom was sitting there like, what do I do? My daughter just saw a penis for the first time. Like, how am I, what do I do? Like, my mom was shocked. I was mortified, not mortified. I was mortified. I was like, I didn't know what to do. I just ran away screaming because I've never ever seen man junk before. And I mean, yeah, I was 16, but I was a very closed off 16-year-old, I guess. I don't know, but I was young and I didn't know what man junk looked like until I saw Pete Wentz. So thanks, Pete Wentz. I appreciate you sharing your manhood with me. That was pretty fantastic. But so what else do I want to talk about on my very first YouTube video? Um. Hmm. Play music or something. I mean, give me a second. Oh, okay, so I'm just going to cut it off here. And if you guys want to send me suggestions or challenges or comments on how weird I am, send me comments and suggestions and possibly subscribe because everybody loves a good subscriber. Follow me on Twitter, links below. Ask me questions on Ask. Link is also below. And have fun and send me fun suggestions so we can be fun and crazy together.